بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. My dear students, this is lecture 10. We are still talking about weak forms and strong forms in connected speech. If you remember, we said that there are some points that we should take into account when pronouncing weak form words that are function words when they are in connected speech. Some of these points were syntactically conditioned, grammatically conditioned if you like. It is related to the part of speech of the word. Some others are morphologically conditioned, that is related to the internal structure of the word. And today we will start with point number 4. So we have taken up to here 3 in the previous lecture. This is number 4. It is related to the pronunciation of the word do. The word do can be pronounced in two different ways based on the sound that follows. So if do is followed by a consonant, it's going to be pronounced in its weak form. D. Do they like that? Do they like that? But if the word do is followed by a vowel, it's going to be pronounced in its strong form. Do. Do all boys like it? Do. 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 So it depends on the following sound. If it is a consonant, it's weak. If it is a vowel, it's strong. Point number 5. Some function words such as her, the final ra is not normally pronounced in RP English. As you know, RP English is a non-rhotic accent in which the ra sound is not pronounced in final position. But sometimes, as in the case of linking ra, the final ra letter is realized, that is, it is pronounced, if it is followed by a vowel. This rule also applies when we are talking about the pronunciation of weak form words. So, if the word her is not followed by a vowel, it's going to be pronounced normally as schwa only. But if the word her is followed by a vowel, the ra will be pronounced. The ra will be pronounced. Example, take her out. Take her out. Ra is pronounced because the word her is followed by a, which is a vowel. Otherwise, it's going to be the schwa only, because if you remember, the he sound is normally omitted, left out. We do not pronounce it. The 6th point is about some verbs which cannot be pronounced in weak forms if they are used in their negative forms. Do, as you have seen here, can be pronounced in 2 different ways, weak or strong. But when it comes in the negative form, we cannot make it weak. It should be pronounced strong. Don't. Can't. We cannot say don't or can't. We cannot pronounce a schwa instead of the o or the a here. This is correct, this is incorrect. Why? Because these verbs are in the negative form. I want you, my dear students, to try pronouncing the following sentence and describe the underlined words. All of these underlined words are function words. and they are in a sentence, which means in connected speech. I want you to try pronouncing them and see whether they will be pronounced as strong or weak. Now, chapter 13, problems in phonemic analysis. This is only an introduction. Inshallah, in the next lecture, I'm going to talk about this topic in detail. But just to introduce the topic, it can be assumed that any sound produced by a speaker can be identified as a certain phoneme. So any sound a speaker produces directly identified by the listener as a specific phoneme. This assumption is true to a certain extent, but not always true. Sometimes we cannot tell for sure whether this sound is that phoneme or not. Basically, the problems we are going to deal in this chapter is either related to the overall system of the language or to the analysis of a particular sound. So two questions may be raised here. Are we always sure of the number of phonemes in English? This is related to the overall system. Are we always sure and all agree on particular phonemes? That is, particular sounds. Okay? Do we have that one-to-one relationship between a sound and a phoneme? This is going to be the topic of the next lecture. Thank you for listening.